The Roula and Ryan Show Rapid Fire Quiz. We've got all 5 original members ready to play this game.
Yes, and your chance to see Mo Ammer, who's been on our show. He has his awesome Netflix series. We're waiting for season 2, and it's a chance for you to win tickets to see Mo.
I took my smart pills, guys, so be careful.
Uh-oh. I got my thinking cap on, Eric.
And my bourbon
Isn't it so
last night.
pretty? I put a flower on it. So, yeah, the Rapid Fire Quiz, 8 o'clock this morning for Mo Ammer tickets.
104.1 KRBE.
If you know the 3-digit extension of the...
All right, let's hit it.
Now time for Roula and Ryan's prank call.
My favorite kind of prank, a telemarketer turnaround. This is where you try and push their buttons and make them lose it.
Because everyone's getting those calls, and it's just so much. I mean, my gosh, there's nobody I know in the world that loves to get robocalls more than Special K.
Absolutely. And we have not heard one where they try to buy my house in quite some time, but they're back. They're back in the market to purchase my rental property, which has a swimming pool. And so what I've done here is I've taken suggestions from our audience at 37530. Folks send in words for me to repeat over and over and over again to telemarketers. So if you have a word, go ahead and text it now, 37530. I will try to incorporate that into a future telemarketer turnaround. Now, this morning's word did come from a listener, YOLO. You only live once.
Oh, you're going old school here. Look at that.
Actually, you only die once.
YOLO.
Well, not you.
You live every day.
Don't ruin the
Yeah.
saying.
You have 9 lives.
YOLO.
Yeah, right? Except for
You
Ryan.
only live
Ryan's a
once.
cat. Karma is a cat. 9 lives. Okay, yes, YOLO.
So-
how many times do we think Kevin's going to say it? How long is your
how long is
call?
2 minutes and 50 seconds around there?
About, yes.
All right, so Eric, what do you
I
say?
will say 7 times.
Ryan,
I'll say 8.
Rula,
I was gonna go. Since he said 8, can I also say 8? Or
Yeah,
do
you
I
can
go
always say
5?
8.
Sam.
I'm going to say 5.
Okay. So
Alrighty.
7, 2 8s, and a 5.
Okay, so we're going to pick up after I have hit record here. So we're kind of jumping into about 15 seconds into the conversation where I'm trying to get him to reestablish what he's doing here on the Roula and Ryan Show. It's a telemarketer turnaround. YOLO.
Which one you calling about now?
The property at Drive.
Oh, it's a hell of a beast. YOLO, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you are not selling this property?
Well, as the kids say, YOLO. So that's why I was going to go with that.
Yeah, okay, sir. But I can't understand you. I'm calling about your property.
YOLO. Right.
Okay, so you have any asking price on it right now?
No, sir, but I mean YOLO, so what you know?
Okay, we got you the offer, but I just want to ask if you think that the property need any major or minor repairs need to be done?
Just an exorcism. YOLO. There's ghosts and demons.
Sir, what do you mean with yellow?
YOLO.
Yeah, what do you mean with that?
Sir, YOLO. You only live once.
Okay, got you. But, sir, you live in this property?
Well, sir, did you want to come by and shake my hand? We could talk about it in person, as they say. YOLO. You know?
No, but you live in this property?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every single day. YOLO.
If you don't mind me asking about the main reason for selling this property.
Oh, I told you, sir. It's haunted by demons.
Demons?
Yes, sir, and they like to swim. YOLO.
Oh, seriously?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, sir. Well, I'd call them demons, but actually the children. I hate kids. YOLO.
What do you mean with yellow?
YOLO, bro.
Yeah, I can't understand this. Yellow.
No, you said it before. You said it right. Say it again.
Yellow.
Yeah, that's right. YOLO.
What do you mean with that?
Sir, we just talked about that. I went over. I'm going to sell you my property because YOLO.
Yellow. Are you sure? Seriously?
Are you sure? Are you sure? Sir, you called me. You initiated this conversation.
Yeah, okay. So what will be your bottom line, sir?
The bottom line is YOLO. I told you, sir.
Your bottom and the reason yellow.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, YOLO, no.
All right.
Wow.
That was 15.
16.
16, y'all.
16?
I lost count.
Record.
16.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 16 as well.
Wow.
In 2 minutes and 40
16.
seconds. That's impressive.
That was a lot.
You
We
got
got
him
blown out
saying
of that
it.
one.
He started saying it, guys. Now, I'm going to take that and put it into the stager for this whole bit once I make YOLO. What? I don't
What is
understand. YOLO? Yes. Say it for me one time.
That's my. I love that idea. I'm going to use that now, Kevin. If I ever get a call or if I ever get a text about that, about selling a house, because I always get texts about a house I don't own. I've never lived in it. So my response is always $600,000. I have no idea where this house is. I just
Pool
pick
is
that
haunted
number.
by demons.
I'm going to say haunted by demons.
Children.
It's haunted by demons. Is that okay? It needs an exorcism. Great job, Special K. It's the Telemarketer Turnaround here on the Roula and Ryan Show. And that leads us to what we're going to next. It's closure.
Yeah, somebody was in your life.
And
then
now they're
gone.
not. And you don't know why.
And thank you guys for the summertime, because we didn't do it much in the summertime because I didn't get many emails. I told you guys, summertime is when you can send me stuff. It gives me more time to try and help you out.
Yeah, a little bit of investigative reporting.
Because
And
sometimes,
sometimes
the fall,
it
I
takes a
get
long
so many,
time
I
for
get
Eric to figure it out and investigate, and the person doesn't respond back.
Can't just
so
do
if
it
you
like one
if you
day.
reached out and he didn't get to you, maybe that's why.
Sorry.
Eric is also getting shut out.
Yep.
But it's closure. Eric does a great job of putting people together who aren't speaking anymore. Let's find out what it's all about next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
They were in your life and now they're gone.
All right, so here's how this works. You're going to go to krbe.com and you're going to say, hey guys, XYZ problem, and I can't find this person, and here's what happened. And then Eric is going to do all the sleuthiness that he knows. He's going to be a big time investigator.
It doesn't even have to be a date or anything. It could be anything.
Yeah, we've actually reunited a teacher and a student before. All sorts
who
of
had
different
lost
things.
touch. It was really inspiring. So it could be about anything, but you need some closure because there was no ending to that relationship, and you'd like some. So Valerie has reached out, and we are going to get her story right now. Good morning, Valerie.
Good morning.
Hey,
Hi,
Valerie. So who is it you want closure from?
Well, his name is Chris. We were dating for a little over 3 weeks, and we decided to take things to the next level and close the deal. You know, it progressed to us being intimate, and during that time, the protection broke.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So this happens, and then what happens?
He quickly gets up, runs downstairs to go find a pharmacy to grab a Plan B.
Did he think of this on his own, or you sent him there?
He's the one who kind of got up and was like, let me go get the Plan B.
Okay.
So what happened when he came back then?
Well, that's the problem. He never came back. After like 45 minutes, I'm like,
that doesn't make sense.
What? He just disappeared. He said he's going to the pharmacy.
Maybe that was his plan B.
Yeah, just bail out. Plan bail out.
You didn't understand
The
what
B
he meant.
stands for bail. Yeah, exactly.
So this is the first time you guys were physically together, and he just bails out on you.
yeah. After an hour, I call, I text.
And you're thinking, I would have thought, oh my God, he got hit by a train or something. Where is this guy? Like, I would have thought he's dead.
Right.
So he's been ghosting you. How long has it been?
It's been 6 weeks.
Oh my God. He just, what a
My
weasel.
God. And 000 interaction.
Nothing?
Have you seen him on like social media? Is he still alive?
We met on an app. And I see his profile is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Eric can confirm he is breathing.
We have him on, but he can't hear anything. This time I'm doing it different.
We're tricking him. He's going to be ambushed by Valerie.
Yes.
Oh, because usually, Valerie, the person comes on to tell you why they disappeared. Well, in this case, it sounds pretty obvious why he disappeared, but okay.
He's on line 3, Roula. Let's just bring him up.
Okay, hold on, Valerie. Let's get Chris on. I got to explain what we're doing because he doesn't know. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE Radio. Good morning. Thanks for being with us today.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Do you know what you're
Chris.
here for?
I don't know. They just said it was going to be a big thing and going to be on the radio, and I thought that sounded kind of cool. So,
well, it's a big thing, all right. We actually try and let people get a little bit of closure on Wednesdays. Do you remember a girl named Valerie?
Yeah.
Say hi, Valerie.
Hey.
I wasn't expecting this. What's going on, Valerie?
Yeah. I haven't heard from you in 6 weeks. You were supposedly going to the drugstore to get a Plan B, and you never came back. You never texted me. You never called me.
I don't know. I just I kind of got lost in the night. Why? Nothing.
Lost in the night? What the hell does that mean?
But it's been 6 weeks.
You
so.
mean you lost? You got lost?
You got lost, physically lost, or what?
Well, is she pregnant? Is something up? Tell me what's up.
Sounds like you panicked, which you should be panicked because, yes, I am pregnant.
Oh, my gosh.
But how would you have ever found out if we had not connected you, Chris? You basically like disappeared on her. So that's a pretty important thing to know.
Chris,
right?
you're going to be a daddy.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not pregnant, but I had to go get my own plan B.
Okay, so for real, you're not.
You're not
Okay, so for
pregnant.
real,
You
you're
just
not.
wanted to make him stew for a second.
You didn't have the balls to call me, text me. You didn't care. I mean, why wouldn't you come back with the plan B?
Wait, so you're not pregnant?
That's all he cares about.
Oh, my God. No, she's not.
Okay, so good. So everything's good.
It's good for you, Chris, but you left me stranded. If I wasn't a responsible girl and not gone and got the plan B, we would have had that. That would have been the conversation.
All right, but it's all good now.
No, Chris, you're not getting it. Your actions were terrible. Why would you tell her you're going somewhere to help her out and then just ghost
We're high
her?
and dry, yeah.
I don't know. I think I just panicked. As it was happening, I realized, like, I'm not ready for this. I can't do this.
If you're not ready for it, you shouldn't be doing that.
If the situation had actually come to be, you are still a father, whether you acknowledge her or not.
Oh, man. So what? So right now, so it's all good right now? That's
Oh, my
what I'm
God, that's all
hearing.
you
None of this is
Wow.
good,
Not
okay?
good.
None of this is good. Are you doing this? Have you been with any other girls, any other dates since you last seen Val?
I got freaked out, and I'm not ready for a relationship, is what I'm saying here. Like, this is too much. I'm glad she's not pregnant. I'm not ready to be a dad.
You're definitely not ready to be a dad.
No, you're not even ready to date. You shouldn't be out there if
Well,
you're just going to do something
I mean,
like
look,
that.
obviously people on dating apps or meeting in person, whatever, they just make rash decisions and lust takes over and passion takes over. But this is always a possibility of your passion. So the fact that you knew the situation was dire and you just left her there is really the part that she had a big problem with. That does not feel good for anyone, Chris.
I guess I'm sorry.
What do you mean you guess you're sorry? Are you sorry or are you not?
No, I'm sorry about all this. It freaked me out when it happened. It's freaking me out now. I didn't mean to do this. I'm not ready for any of this.
What's not adding up to me is you said all of these things while we were messaging each other, the 3 weeks we were dating, how you liked me so much and you saw this going somewhere. And now I just feel like you were telling me those things just to get in my pants.
Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
How old are you, dude?
27.
You should know better.
You should know better by now.
well, you men know better, guys, but they don't act better. And he's no different than a lot of other 27-year-old guys. And there are some 27-year-old guys that are not going to take this route. But I'm not totally shocked, Valerie. I'm just sorry that you had to feel that way. But I'm glad we found him.
I personally do have closure from this conversation, but I don't think he's ever going to change.
Or maybe this kind of embarrassed him straight. You know what I mean?
Scared
Like
straight?
embarrassed him.
I don't think it will. He'll just be like, "Shoo! I dodged that bullet, and I'll just go back out there and be."
Well,
an idiot."
either way, look, you're not making the best impression, Chris, but I appreciate you not hanging up right away and at least having the conversation.
You got to be a man. If you're going to act like a man, you got to
be a man.
be a man. Carry those
Move
responsibilities.
on.
No, I don't.
No, anybody?
Are you a man, Eric?
Be a man.
We're in this empty
We'll fight
house
for
state.
freedom.
Okay,
Be
we're
a
going off the
man.
rails now. Thanks, Valerie, for contacting us. I'm glad you got some closure.
Thanks, guys.
All righty. You know, that is the very definition of a man baby. That really is truly a man baby. He just,
But-
he
but-
wants to play like an adult, but doesn't want the responsibilities of an adult.
Ryan, but you're saying it like you're shocked it's happened. Do you know how many people have done this? A lot of guys will ghost after they sleep with a girl and there's some oh my gosh moment, and then they just wait. I'm not totally shocked. I don't think he's the first guy that's done this.
No,
especially
but
all the nightmare stories we've heard on dating apps
That
where you meet
lie.
somebody.
I mean, they had a mishap and protection breaks, and then he goes and says he's taking care of it and just disappears into the night.
You know what?
Yes,
I'm most.
Ryan
I
Show.
can't believe you guys never heard of that song. You
No.
guys suck.
No.
Even if
Appreciate
Disney
it, though.
fans, Eric, I think
That was
maybe like
something.
2% were like, yes,
Are you kidding
the
me?
best Disney song ever.
That was
No,
like
it's
the
not.
number one song for Mulan.
Oh, that was on the
From
charts.
Mulan.
Only song.
That was on the
But I'm
Disney
just
charts.
saying-
Oh yeah, Disney. Oh,
Yes, the Disney charts, you'll find that. But I'm saying
You almost
overall,
dropped an
from
F-bomb
so many
over a Disney song.
shows.
Oh
Yes, you
You
did.
really
You're
got
very
some anger
passionate.
issues.
I guess you're really a big fan of Mulan. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's
You
a
own
Mulan
stock in the
corner over
company
here.
or what?
I wish.
Right?
I'm over here in the frozen world.
The Mouse House?
See, people are texting.
Okay.
They know that song. You guys are just.
Yes, they know
Losers.
it, but it doesn't make it good. Just somebody recognizes it. Doesn't mean
Only
it's
on the
good.
Roula and Ryan show can we go from a broken condom to the soundtrack of Mulan.
Yep. That's what you get for. That's why we're free. That's what you
Well,
get.
now people are wondering all the things. Okay. If you would like Eric to investigate someone that disappeared out of your life, he'll do it while he's listening to the Mulan soundtrack. And he'll put you together with that person. It's called Closure right here on the Roula and Ryan Show. Now, coming up next, I always love to hear life advice from people that are spitfires. And it's not like I sit around looking for podcasts with it. I just love when you hear that one line. Like we've had callers that tell us things, or like this one lady on TikTok was like, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but you need to get certain people out of your VIP section because they are not worth the bottle service. So you need to send them out to the general admission. Like it was just kind of funny. Yeah. Things like that. Dolly Parton had a new phrase that you can live by when she was talking about how people do actually make her very angry, even though it's Dolly Parton. I mean, she's like a national treasure. She's always smiling.
Betty White's gone.
She never gets mad.
She's what we have left.
Exactly right.
That's
and Eric,
true.
the shocker is Steel Magnolia Special K was on some random channel the other day, and I watched a couple of the scenes, and I looked up what year that came out. Dolly Parton was only like 44 years old when she did that movie.
That's it?
Yes.
No,
she
really?
was 44.
No.
Well, she looked
and
the
Sally
same
Field
forever.
was 43. They were all like in their 40s.
What
and
year
only
was that?
Shirley MacLaine's. That was in 88. It was made in 88.
Yeah, that was like
Julia
4
Roberts.
It was like
Daryl
4
Hannah.
years. 4 years before Mulan came out, I think.
Oh, everything's about Mulan this morning.
So, a little life lesson from her, and more on the Britney divorce. The thing they're fighting over already is really, I think there's Houstonians that could relate. We'll talk about it in Scoop next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. All right, let's start with this. Britney Spears and Sam Asghari, they've been together for a long time, but they didn't get married until she was free of that conservatorship from her dad. And then she was free to do what she wants, and she married him. They've been together 14 months. They announced recently that they are getting divorced. There's a lot, I guess, to split up when you're married to Britney, even if you had a prenup. But one thing is for sure, Houstonians can relate. People all across the country can relate, because at least one person right now listening to the Roula and Ryan Show has been in a relationship where it ended, you guys had to do custody of the dog.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Like, I want the dog, you want the dog, let's split the dog. Should we just split ways and just forget it? And one of them has to forget the dog forever. Well, Britney and Sam had 5 dogs.
Oh, wow.
5 dogs.
That's tough.
One of them, Sam, Australian Shepherd, named Sawyer.
Oh,
Like
how did I
Misty's
not know
long-lost
this?
brother.
Yeah,
And
maybe we're
then
related.
a Yorkie named Hannah.
Cute.
Let's see, 2 other small dogs. I don't know the breeds of those. Oh, the other one is a Doberman named Portia.
Are they going to separate them or keep them all together? 'Cause that
Co-parent.
sucks. I feel bad.
Apparently, Sam is going to keep the Doberman. Brittany is going to keep the other 4, but they had to actually come to terms with that because they love those 5 dogs, right? And when you have 5 dogs, are dogs, and I hate to even compare it because some parents really hate the comparison, but you know when someone has 1 child, they go, well, how could I ever love more than 1 child? And then you have another one, you're like, oh my God, it's amazing how your heart's bursting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same when you get more dogs? Like 5 dogs. You're like, well, I got 1.
I think it's going to be hard on the
I'm
dogs.
going to miss that one so much.
Kevin, you had 2 dogs.
You had
Did you
2.
love them equally, or was there moments one would be a little bit nicer?
I definitely loved my first doggy. Well, my first doggy that Booster got me was Sammy Joe, because the other doggy, Rocco, he was a little tiny thing, and it was hard to like tussle him around, and he's like real delicate and everything. I loved him. He was so sweet. But Sammy Joe had my heart. She would run around, bark at me, and talk to me, and tussle with me, and Rocco never did that.
But when you split them up,
Booster, you take Rocco. If we split up, Booster
people
gets
don't
Rocco.
realize,
and Rocco
maybe
was
they
alive.
don't know your backstory, Kevin, that one of your dogs passed away before the other one. Did you not see a major difference in the personality of the dog that survived?
Oh, no. Sammy didn't care whenever Rocco passed away.
No?
She was like, what? There was another dog here? She was.
Yeah.
Also, she was probably about 17 when Rocco.
Okay, so maybe she had a
bit
little
the dust.
doggy dementia.
Speaking of dogs, Sam, did you do that trend yet on TikTok?
What trend?
What is it, Ahmad, where you put the phone in your, like you hold the phone with your neck, right?
So, like, you hold the phone with your neck, right?
Okay.
And then you pick Taylor Swift's song, August, and you pick up Misty and then just spin her around and you watch her eyes just go, like, crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is going on?
It's exploded the last, 5 days.
It's so
week or
funny.
that.
It kind of sounds crazy the way I explain it, but it's really cute, I promise.
Because you hold the camera
You hold
in
the
your...
camera, like, in your neck, and it looks like you're, like, swinging them
Sam's
around.
dog already has bug eyes, so I can't imagine how much more bug eyes
It's because she has beautiful blue eyes.
they look like
and
crack
most
eyes.
people
explode.
don't see blue
Sam.
eyes on a beautiful dog.
Sam, if you try
That's
this,
why.
Misty's head's going to explode.
She
already
I
looks
need to see this.
excited beyond belief. She's going to explode.
Wait, I'm about to show her real quick.
Yeah, you got to throw me.
First of all, you got
Misty
to catch her.
Pants Aussie is her Instagram handle, and she is beautiful.
You can't
And
catch
repeat
that
that one
she's
more
like a
time.
squirrel.
Repeat that one more time, because now we have people's attention more about if they have dogs. You put your camera on your phone, and you put it in your neck like you're holding it. And what else, Amon?
Okay.
Then you pick.
He's showing it to me right now on TikTok. I'm going to try it. Hold on.
Explain
Do you
it,
have
Eric.
to grab? Oh my gosh, this is so
Sam,
funny.
explain it to everyone.
Misty is going to love this. Okay.
I'm so sure.
I'm going to have my phone like basically where my mouth is, and it's just going to videotape her eyeballs, like her face, and we're going to go around in a circle.
You just have to
and
hold
it's
it with
gonna
your
be
neck.
Adorable.
Yeah.
So you hold the
Okay.
phone with your neck?
Yeah, like this.
So you can hold your dog with your two hands.
Yes.
And the camera has to be on. And
camera
then you
has to
spin
be on
around
and
to see
record.
your dog's face.
This chick kind of had like, you know, the thing on the back of your phone, like that pop it.
Yeah,
What's it
yeah,
called?
yeah.
She like had it in her mouth, and you could see the dog's face that way.
But my dog would turn away. My dog would turn her head. She'd probably be like,
Misty
what the
would
hell are you
maybe
doing?
turn her head too, but oh my gosh, and there's cat ones too. This lady dropped her cat.
There's cat ones. Oh my God, you're going to go down to rabbit
We should
hole.
do it with a big animal like
her?
lizards and with a kangaroo.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'll
this
try
all
it with
branched
Misty
off from the
today.
conversation that they're going to have to split the dogs. I'm just saying, I think dogs are like siblings, and they're going to miss one another if you break them up.
I mean, I don't know dogs.
I grew up with two dogs that were, like outdoor dogs, and they just were brother and sister, and they had their giant dog
Outdoor
house
dogs are
and they had a
different.
giant yard, and one of them passed away. They lived to be 14 and 15. It was Sam and Pepper. Sam passed away first, and I definitely noticed. I definitely noticed when I came home to visit that Pepper just looked
Defeated.
so sad, like. And then they had that whole yard together. They had run a path around the house. They chase each other that wore the grass, Yeah. And then it's like, I remember he used to chase her and she used to chase him. And then when he passed away, Pepper was just kind of like, well, I guess I got this whole yard to
My daughter
myself.
said that
I
to
don't
me
know what
like
I'm doing now.
a few years ago. Was she like coloring? She looked up, and goes, "Hey, Dad, if you died, Sebby would just wonder where you just left him. You would not understand that you died."
More of a
I'm like, oh, thanks. All right.
We did Dog Days of Summer last week
Yes.
on KRVE, and I was like looking up these random facts. And the one fact that I thought was so heartbreaking is, in my mind, I like to tell myself when we go to work, because Misty is my OG baby. If anybody's new to the show, my dog Misty is literally my child before my child. But I always thought if I went to work, she's not going to realize time. And this study that I found out that they do realize time. They know the difference
long
from
it's
an
been?
hour to 5 minutes, and that made me
Wow.
so sad.
Oh no, I
You're
thought
like, oh,
that.
no, she's waiting for me.
Yes, I'm like, well, I need to quit my job now.
I know,
just
that's
stay
right.
Well, this
at
is
home
why
with
so
her.
many people in COVID,
Do it from
remember some
home.
people in COVID were like, oh no, I worked from home for all this time and my
Yes.
dog was with me and now I leave the dog. All right, I want to get to some Dolly Parton words of wisdom because she's always a spitfire and she's always very pleasant. She was doing an interview with Nancy O'Dell. Remember, she used to be on Access Hollywood for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And Entertainment Tonight. Talk Shop Live is the podcast. And here's the last line. I think I should remember that, and I'm going to use that. Here we go.
I'm a business person. Sometimes you just have to kind of just pitch fit to get it done or to get it done right. Or if somebody's messing with my family or messing with my work, like I've always said, I'll tell you where to put it if I don't like where you got it. I think anybody's like that. You can't just go through life just floating around, getting anything done. I often say I don't lose my temper, but I use my temper.
Yeah.
She's starting to sound a little
lose
older
your temper.
there.
You use. Well, she's 75.
But I'm thinking, did she have her dentures in?
What?
A second.
What do you mean, Ryan Chase? How dare?
Oh, damn, Ryan.
How dare you mar the national treasure known as Dolly Parton?
First, you attack Mulan, one of the greatest cartoons.
Yeah.
Disney products.
He was
Now
going
you're
in on
attacking Dolly Parton. Who's next? Santa Claus, you want to attack that guy too?
He needs to lose some weight.
Damn!
Oh, my.
Man.
Look out, Jesus. You're next.
Yeah, watch out, Jesus.
I'm not messing with that.
Here we go.
Time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, so this is brought to you by Duncan. I just did some research. Dogs, like when you separate them, dogs do not just grieve. They do grieve when people in their lives die and go away. It's also common for a dog to grieve over the loss of another dog when they're separated. Dogs in the same household that play together, sleep together, and operate as a pack. So when one of them goes, they do go into a funk.
I've only been waiting
how
for
about
this.
this?
Is this supposed
Look
to
at
be
our
news you
two
need to
texts.
know?
No, but
I know.
this is just like because we went off on the dog tangent. All right, I'll get to the
Wait,
news.
here's a Houston connection to that. Two of our texters, and this is how life works. One says, I had two dogs, and one recently passed away. My other dog is grieving so hard right now. It's been 3 weeks. The very next text, I grew up with two two dogs. When one died, the other did not care, and they lived together for 14 years. So I guess it just depends on the dogs. I don't know.
I think it definitely depends on the dogs.
If you've got a loving one or a psycho.
Oh, damn. Now it's taking people to dog owners.
I'm saying if you don't miss the loss after all those years, that's kind of weird.
Some dogs
don't you
like
think?
being, center of attention.
There's a lot of independent dogs that don't care about being in that pack situation.
Yeah, Misty's like, no, thank you.
Okay. So let's get to the Houston news here. Federal investigators are sounding the alarm here in Houston about the dangers of cryptocurrency investment schemes. Houstonians lost $75 million through cryptocurrency schemes last year.
Poor Phoenix.
They've already lost around $52 million this year so far. Just right up until this last month, they've already lost $52 million. So this cryptocurrency things, man, there's better ways to invest your
It's
money.
fake money anyway. It's like comes and goes. It's like, is it even happening?
Be careful with that stuff.
Yeah. All right, Justin Verlander pitched 6 scoreless innings, and the Astros won over the Red Sox 7-3. If you're wondering what happened to Alvarez, he jammed his finger in the door at home, so that's why he was not playing yesterday.
But we won, baby. That was a good game, except Montero made us sweat a little bit at the end. Like, surely with a 7-run lead, we're good.
It's okay. It happened, though.
How many games out are we now?
Half game.
Half a game.
Let's go, Stros.
Seattle's one
Let's
game
go,
out.
Stros.
So everyone's all just bunched together.
So it's a really tight race right now.
37 games left or something?
To win the division.
All right, Katy ISD could vote next week on a new policy that would require teachers and other staff members to tell parents if their child comes out to them as transgender or asked to use a different pronoun at school. Critics said it could effectively force teachers into outing trans students who are not comfortable coming out to family members. The policy would also require students to use bathrooms and locker rooms matching their biological sex.
Golden rule, you only out yourself. You never out anyone else. That is their decision. That's their life. That's their facts. You never, ever out someone. So it's
Amen to
just
that.
folks who don't understand and are clueless as to what the LGBT plight is. So it's unfortunate. It's a Texas thing. So in the South, it sucks. It sucks to be gay or trans in the South. I'll just put it out there, right? Ahmad and Irvin, all my gaybies up in here.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, honey. Ryan.
Yeah, now I'm joining.
I gave up on women.
I've given up.
I failed so much in that world.
Can't find Ryan on Tinder anymore. You find him on Grindr now. That's what
All right, so National Cinema Day is this Sunday. Participating movie theaters all around H-Town, $4 tickets. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but the popcorn is $50.
Yeah,
When you said this story earlier,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about cinnamon. Like cinnamon rolls.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, I'm not talking about Cinnabon, Sam. I'm talking about cinema.
Cinnamon Day.
Film.
That sounds tasty. Why are the movie theaters giving away containers of cinnamon?
How much is a cinnamon roll now at those cinnamon like stores?
Yeah, what's a Cinnabon
A
cost?
Cinnabon? I have no idea.
I don't know.
No,
We need some
Is
right
it
now,
$4?
Who knows?
There's
I
no way
actually
it's
not bought a
$4
Cinnabon probably
for a
since it's
Cinnabon?
open.
I bet it's like $4. I bet it's like
That's why I was like,
$3.75
that's
for
such
it.
a steal.
Somebody
for
grab their phone and just ask.
Yeah, look up
Hang on a
Cinnabons.
second.
Anyone buy a Cinnabon today?
How
Liston?
expensive is a Cinnabon?
I don't really like
Does
sweets.
anybody make it a
man.
regular thing to get? True
Here it
story.
is,
I broke
menu
my
and
ankle in the
prices.
Like Shipley's
True,
over there.
true story, Eric. I broke my ankle in the second grade trying to get cinnamon rolls off the top of the fridge for my sisters.
Oh, you're close,
And then I was
Eric.
like, great.
How much is it?
Cinnamon rolls,
Like
not my
$3.80?
friend.
The classic Cinnabon is $3.76.
Yeah, with tax, it's about $4.
Right?
Wow.
It's
But no,
still
Sam,
like
that's not what it
They
is this Sunday. It's not about getting a Cinnabon.
and they don't have Cinnabon in the theaters. Anyway,
I thought that was
Cinema.
cinnamon.
You're going to have a hard time in rapid fire, which is
I
coming up in a few
know.
minutes.
So Mo Amer is a friend of the show. He has Mo on Netflix. We're eagerly awaiting season 2, and he's going to be live at the Bayou Music Center on September 16th.
With a
we
special
have a pair of
guest.
tickets for that show,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the special guest is.
We can't say. I mean,
We know who it
I know,
is.
but I can't say who it is. But you definitely want to go to
yeah.
the show.
It's Special K doing live telemarketer turnaround.
It's not that huge.
He's the opener.
Not that big. That's not getting crazy.
So Mo Amer tickets are up for grabs, and here's how it's going to work. We have 4 chances, four slots. So that's a chance for 4 people to win
slots.
rapid fire quiz. 713-390-KRBE. 4 slots available right now. Fill one. Do you want to play with Eric? Do you want Special K to win for you? Do you want Sam to win for you, or do you want me to try and win for you? Mo Amer tickets, rapid fire quiz next on the Roula and Ryan Show.